The Screaming Thing in Apartment 3B. In the spring of 2016, Alina Morales moved into a modest, sun-bleached apartment complex in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It was the kind of place where the air always smelled faintly of dust and mesquite, and the neighbor rarely made eye contact. Alina was looking for peace, a fresh start after a brutal divorce and a sudden job change. Her apartment, Unit 3A, was small but clean. Quiet, too, almost too quiet. The first scream came on her third night. It jolted her upright in bed at exactly 3:33 a.m. It wasn't the sound of someone in pain. It was worse, raw, animal, wrong. The kind of sound that made your skin tighten, like your body knew something your mind couldn't process. She sat frozen, holding her breath, straining to hear anything else. Silence. The next morning, she asked her neighbor across the hall, a retired Army vet named Mr. Castellanos, if he'd heard it. He shook his head slowly. "There's no one in 3B, he said, his voice rough from too many cigarettes. "Hasn't been for months. Girl before you said she heard things too. Didn't last long." Alina checked with the landlord, who confirmed it. Apartment 3B was vacant, but the screams kept coming, always at 3:33 a.m. like clockwork. She tried recording the sound. Nothing ever came through. She knocked on the wall. No response. She pressed her ear against the thin drywall and listened. Sometimes she could hear breathing, low and heavy, like something enormous was crouched on the other side, just waiting. After 2 weeks of no sleep and increasing paranoia, she decided to confront whatever, or whoever, was in there. She waited until 3:30 a.m., heart hammering in her chest, and stepped into the hallway. The air was still, heavy with silence. She raised her fist and knocked on the door of apartment 3B. It opened by itself, not slowly, not creakingly. It just swung open, like it had been expecting her. Inside, the apartment was dark, but not empty. The walls were covered in deep, jagged claw marks. Some looked fresh, the plaster still crumbling at the edges. The furniture was overturned, moldy, and rotting. In the center of the room, a ring of blackened, half-melted candles still flickered. The flames stood tall and rigid, unaffected by movement or breeze. There was no wind. And on the far wall, in some kind of dark, oily substance, was a single word: "Stay." Alina tried to back away, but her legs wouldn't move. Something was in the corner of the room, something that didn't reflect light, didn't move, but she knew it was watching her. Then everything went black. When she came to, she was standing in the hallway again. Her mouth was dry and her hands were shaking. It was morning. She ran to the front office and demanded to see the security footage. It showed her walking up to the door at 3:31 a.m., knocking, and standing there, unmoving, for 4 hours. The door never opened. Alina moved out the next day. She didn't tell anyone where she was going, changed her phone number, deleted her social media, just disappeared. But people still talk about the woman who swears she still hears screaming in the night, and that every time she moves, no matter the city, no matter the state, it always starts again on her third night, always at 3:33 a.m. And sometimes she finds blackened candles waiting for her. Thank you for watching Fear Files Real Nightmares. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked.